Welcome to the ATL, Abidon Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Here's the second down play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They get him down after a short return. What an interception. Gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Yellow Jackets come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Obvious False start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects for the wide open wide receiver. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from just inside the 25. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down coming up.
First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the freshman brings him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll be brought down. Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Big impact play by the special teams. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Tackled at the 12. The coaches have left that one in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Shotgun formation here on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
On third and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He hands it off from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And the back now goes in motion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Yellow Jackets will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Smith. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. And the Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver makes the catch and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick catch. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Hand off to the right side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. And now here comes the point after attempt.
Number 1 with the carry.
BAT is good. Makes the score 21-7.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 21. Florida State.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And the Yellow Jackets line up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. So it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. One more play before they head to the locker room. The DB's backing off from the line now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Extending the play now. Finding some room at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They'll try the option play here. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. The Seminoles come to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Knowles. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 28.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 15 set to kick off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
A loss of 4 yards on the play.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Running it back, it's Smith. And they've got the returner corralled. State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And Ted, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
The Noles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Oh, here comes the reverse. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They look very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They feed the fullback this time. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. I love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. And the Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Touchdown, Florida State. And the comeback is on. Now the important point after attempt.
In the end zone.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 28, Florida State 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the quarterback dropping back. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a Great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
On the quick throw. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up fourth down.
The Seminoles will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Florida State. Number 4 takes it back for the score.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. They go with a direct snap. And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now it's second down here.
Black 24. Black 42 Spider. 4-2 ready.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass rush closing in. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's on the run. Launches deep. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Handoff running right. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Mostly out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
Here it is, first and goal. They need 7 points to take the lead. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Seminoles. What a fight back here. We're suddenly tied.
Boy, what more can you say about the execution of this offense with the game on the line? They tied the game up, extra point away from taking the lead with under a minute to go. Wow, impressive.
The important PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the receivers got it. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Looking to pass here on second down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. A chance for this kicker to almost certainly win the game in the final seconds. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And with that, they regain the lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the go-ahead field goal, they get set to kick off, just need to prevent a big return here in the final seconds. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return.
Will take over. First and 10.
Now, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ballgame. Well, you'll love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.